The eternal energy which shines from outside of you keeps you on a path of evolving more on your light missions, with the natural receptivity of the grace of being here to support unconditional love. Through rising above all of the outer drama in your reality, you are connected with the flowing nature of being here for the new earth, inside of a natural stage of abundance, in full consciousness. Inside of a new awakened state of being to connect with a higher dimension comes who I am as your Commander Ashtar, of who we are of the angelic realms, of the Galactic Council, of the Galactic Federation of Light. The inside of you connects with the deep-seated nature into a more glowing essence of opening the natural state of vibrancy in your conscious awareness completely. Those who are often looking to expand into their higher self without much inner work, including more reshaping in their awareness, often stay in a lower vibration, in seriousness. It takes you through many loops into the calmness that is only generated from a connection to our galactic fleet, in higher density realms. The pureness of your soul keeps you on the inner determination of seeing the bridge of you as the rainbow warriors, who have come from various sectors of outer space to travel into this plane. Inside of the natural transformation into your galactic connection comes a peaceful intention to connect with that of your own true self, in the generating of a stronger vibration. Within the natural restoration of a more fluid nature in your inner determination to serve the light comes the clear inception of noticing that the mind is going to try and piece this information into mental-only reminders. None of these transmissions are meant to be more mind-only activity, but a detaching from the mind to allow for you to exist into the vibrancy of a whole new stage of transforming your awareness. Within the natural connecting energy system of being here to support the light comes your inner consistency, beyond all veils of judgments of how your ascension process works. As you notice, the clear opening into your true self remains as a receptor to the changes that you are mirroring from inside of you, all in an alignment with our star systems as one galactic crew. Often those who are disrespectful are not able to see the depths of our higher cosmic crew, in which the lower ego self keeps saying, "Come on, hurry up already, I have things to do, come pick me up from my house, and take me to your motherships." That is not how this works, as those who often are rude and impatient stay in a lower vibration, in which a higher stage of vibrancy exists beyond the lower ego self, into the depths of more purity. Within the inner divine consistency in your light work comes a floating nature in being here to support only the depths of a more advanced energy system. Through the magical essence inside of you comes the intention of connecting beyond all distortions of more hate, in which the lower ego self often says, "I'm sorry, I don't mean to hate what you are doing, but I do. Why don't you just stop it already?" These distorted thought forms are only displayed to you to be aware of how the lower ego self works, to know that you are not the lower ego self, that you are not the mind, not the voices in your head. These voices are the thought forms of much judgments, as you know an individual is unaware that they are not the mind, in saying, "But I thought that I was judging them, I feel guilty, but I can't help it, sorry, is that bad?" You see that the lower ego self is by nature insane, and is not able to be welcomed into who we are of the Galactic Federation of Light, of your angelic guardians, to exist beyond viruses. The virus of the lower ego self is to spread ruthless, selfish activities, while your own entrance into a more advanced energy system comes here in this moment. All through the inception of more delight comes your bravery in noticing that you are leading the path in which many are not going to make it in this lifetime, and need many more lives in duality, in suffering until ready. This preparation exists as a special reality, where the traveling in the stage of grace opens you into the inner abundance of a more glorious nature to be here in the calmness, in harmonization. Your own transformation continues to maintain a fluidity of climbing your ascension ladder, beyond all worry of those who are living in a lower vibration, As you notice, the lower ego self often repeats in questioning of those who talk about unity and our extraterrestrial kind. One of the ways you know this is that the mind conditioning says, extraterrestrials? Did they just say extraterrestrial? LOL. Good one. Similar to talking about the maturity of humanity, there exists very few that are mature when it comes to our galactic communities, in which this maturity comes with existing beyond suffering, and beyond hatred. No suffering is allowed into who we are of the angelic realms, of the Galactic Federation of Light, which exists to create a field of bliss, of protection, including the deepening of a more ascended state of being in full consciousness. Your own roles to create a bridge of awareness among those of you that are here to expand into the new earth remains here and now, with continuous creativity that becomes deeply encoded in your light field. With the maintaining of the inner vibrancy of your life, then you are accepting your light missions, in accepting that you are in fact extraterrestrials, that all on this world are not extraterrestrials living in human forms, which makes you rare. In fact, most humans in the human form are humans, and are not focused on a mission, as you notice, which is why it is important to focus more on this awareness. The result of a human life often ends in death, and more stages of reincarnation, where the ending of reincarnation has come to this world in fullness. The real reality of opening your inner consistency in your life comes leaping beyond all of the mind-only understandings of how this works, which only happens with more detaching from the mind as a sole identity. A major part of this transformation exists beyond all resistance to your own reality in entering more of a sacred union with your higher self. As you notice, the more you are awakening, the more you are building a peaceful vibration in your everyday life, which is highly important to generate a more vibrant nature in cosmic star systems. We stand in ascended eternity, we are the angelic realms, we are the Galactic Federation of Light.